Gentlemen, it's time to get your hair cut. But how do you get the best haircut for you? How do you find a quality barber? And how do you talk to them to ensure you get the exact haircut you're looking for? In today's video, we're going to step up your style game and show you how to get the haircut you want. The first step is to decide on the hairstyle that you want. This is going to be affected by several factors. The first is going to be, what message do you want to send? Are you an up-and-coming professional? Are you a rebel going his own way? Or are you a rugged man who loves the outdoors? The style you choose will affect the message you're sending to others. Another factor determining the hairstyle that you need is what type of hair do you actually have? There's straight hair, there's wavy hair, curly hair, thin hair, thick hair, long hair, short hair, and the list goes on. Certain hairstyles work better with particular types of hair, so it's important to understand what will best serve the hair that you naturally have. Need some hairstyle ideas? Then you're going to want to go check out my other video, the 10 most attractive hairstyles for men. I'm going to link to that down in the description. Now it's time to find a quality barbershop or salon where you can get your haircut. Now, most men go to the nearest generic haircutting place out there and they end up getting their haircut by a different person every time. The problem with this is that you won't get a consistent haircut, as each stylist has a slightly different way of doing things, and to be honest, their job is to get you in and out of the chair as quickly as possible. The result is they don't take the time to give your hair the attention it needs. So it's worth spending a little bit of extra money to go to a higher quality barber or stylist. To find a great barber in your area, you'll need to do your homework. Online reviews and personal recommendations are a great place to start, but don't be afraid to pick up that phone and conduct an interview. Does the shop specialize in men? How much experience do the stylists have on average? And what's their process for cutting the hair? If it sounds like it could be a great fit, go ahead and make an appointment. Now, when meeting with a barber or stylist, there are several signs you can use to gauge their skill. First, how is their personal grooming? If they aren't able to keep their own hair in great shape, why would you trust them to take care of yours? Also, take note of their confidence and ask them difficult questions. Do they speak with confidence about their craft? Are they receptive to your ideas, but still confident enough in their own ability to direct you down the right path? You also want your barber to be willing to take the time to give you the best haircut possible. A good barber should be allotting about 30 minutes per cut, sometimes closer to an hour if it's a bit more complicated. If they're rushing through and cutting corners, you're going to want to look elsewhere. Remember, a good barber or stylist will ask for feedback throughout the haircut process to make sure you're getting what you want. So now you're in the shop ready to get your haircut. How do you actually talk to your barber or stylist to ensure that you get the hairstyle you're after? First, it's helpful to bring in a picture of the hairstyle that you're looking to get. This will give the barber a great visual starting point. From there, the barber should be able to give you advice on how to best tailor the cut to suit your face and hair type. Now, if you want to experiment with a new type of cut, but don't quite know what you want, again, a skilled barber will be able to offer a few suggestions. But don't be ambiguous here. If you know what you want, then be sure to communicate that. Tell the barber which clip or guard number that you want to use on the side or the back. And if you want him to use scissors, be very clear about this. How much you want to have taken off the top, whether it's half an inch, 3/4 of an inch, 1 inch, 1.5 inches, 2 inches, etc. Be specific. If you're going for a short haircut, I recommend you get the sides tapered. This means the bottom of the sides will be cut shorter and then goes progressively longer as it goes up to blend nicely with the top. Overall, this creates a very clean, natural look. Depending on your hair type and the style you're going for, you may also want the barber to add some texture to your hair. He'll do this by unevenly trimming the ends so it creates a layered look. Now, personally, I really like it when they use a straight razor to clean up the back of the neck. It's often an indication of a quality salon, but some laws are going to require that they use a disposable razor. That's cool as well. Now, one thing a lot of people don't know is higher quality barbershops and salon will clean up your neckline at no cost in between haircuts, so make sure to ask. Also, before you leave the shop, I recommend that you schedule your next hair appointment. The great thing about scheduling your haircut in advance is that you just don't have to worry about it. So you don't have to worry about your hair getting too long or looking untamed. Nothing is worse than scrambling to get a haircut at the last minute because you've got an important meeting or an interview. For most men, getting a haircut every 3 to 4 weeks is going to be perfect. Also, setting the appointment can guarantee that you'll get your haircut by the same stylist who knows exactly how you want it. So this is what happens when
you come to see me.
When you get styled by Aaron Marino, you become his twin.
Same hair.
Does all this seem like a lot of work? Gents, approach finding the right barber or stylist as a long-term investment. The goal is to build a long-term relationship so you can get a consistent haircut every time. All right, gents, if you want more, go check out realmenrealstyle.com, where I've got infographics, I've got podcasts. We've got an app for you that's absolutely free, tons of free ebooks, everything you could want to level up your style. Hi, are you the famous Aaron Marino?
Antonio, get in the car. We gotta eat lunch.